lesson is on borrowing. Since your last assignment, I see that many of you are having a difficulty with borrowing. And so we're going to have a few examples here, such as 12 1/2 minus 6 5/8. First, we have to get a common denominator. If we look at that, 8 will be our common denominator. So we'll just have to change 1/2 around. 4 times 2 is 8, and 4 times 1 is 4. So our new equivalent fraction is 4 over 8. Minus 6 5/8. As you can see, the 5 is much bigger than the 4, or not much bigger, but it is, and we need to borrow. So let's rewrite the problem and show how we borrow. Be very careful when you first do these. Take your time and make sure you get it where you can understand it. We're going to borrow from the 12 and make that 11. Add 8 to the 4, and that'll be 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Minus 6 5/8. Now it's easy to subtract. 12 minus 5 is 7 over 8. 11 minus 6 is 5. And we can box it. Let's do one more to make sure we understand this completely. Another example is 14 1/6 minus 7 1/3. Make a common denominator of 6. Rewrite 14 1/6 minus 7 2/6. Again, we're going to have to borrow, so we will rewrite the problem, and we'll borrow from the 14, make that 13, add 6 to 1, and we'll have 7 6 minus 7 2/6. 7 minus 2 is 5, and 13 minus 7 is 6. I'm going to give you a couple problems to try, and then you will turn them in to me, and we'll make sure that you have this concept correct. Okay, the first one is 8 minus 3 2/3. The second one is 13 minus 5 5/6. And I think I'll include one more. 6 1/4 minus 2 3/4. Again, if you have something like a whole number minus a fraction, you still are going to borrow. We'll make this 5 a 4, and the 1 is 2 over 2, minus 2 1/2. Then our answer is 2 1/2, and we can box that. So make sure you do these 3 problems and turn them in, and we get this concept correct. The end.